Good afternoon, everybody. And if you're tuning in, you're with the Hophead Connisaur, along with my co-star Cody today. And if you're joining us, you know what today is. It's Subpar Sunday, where we talk about another crappy domestic beer. Now, remember, this is just my opinion. This is just my review. Everybody has their own opinions about the beers they drink. Today, we are going to be talking about Bud Light. Okay. Bud Light is a 4.2% light lager. It is from the, Anheuser Busch, who's now owned by InBev. But this is the brewery that makes this beer. Obviously, when I was younger and didn't have a whole lot of money, you were drinking beers like this, whether it was Miller, Budweiser, Bud Light, whatever it was, Natural Light. Everybody calls it Natty Light, Old Milwaukee's. So those were the beers you drank when you were younger. It was cheap. Now, when you say cheap, what do I mean by cheap? Well, you can go get a 12-pack of Bud Light for about $11.99. That's 12 beers. To me, that's 12 waters. But you got to think about when you drink craft beer, you're paying just as much for a 6-pack for the same price. Now you're thinking, well, that's not a whole lot of beer. But you got to think, 4.2% compared to some of the beers I drink that, range anywhere from 7 to 10%. So that's the thing. It's like, and the most I've ever paid, and this is a stout, and it was called Nightmare. It's from Nightmare Brewing Company. It's called Matricide. I paid $32 for a 4-pack. You're probably thinking, good gosh, that's a lot of money. Well, it was. It surprised me when I went to go pick it up because I just told the guy to hold it for me. But it's 4 16-ounce cans, so that's 64 ounces. But you're not drinking that all at once because that's a 15.3% stout. Now, granted, it's different than this because it's a stout. It's darker beer, heavier. But you can see at a 15.3% beer, you're not drinking that whole 4-pack. You'll be laying on the ground. You drink 14 of these, 12 of these, 15 of these, you'll be fine. I listened to one of my friends say, I had 14 beers last Sunday. Yeah, you probably did. You had 14 waters. You got to think about beers like that. You're just drinking those to get drunk. You really don't do that with craft beer. Now, I can't say that I've had friends that have gotten a little too much craft beer inside them. But you got to think, you're spending a lot of money on craft beer if you're drinking it like this beer right here. Trying to down, let's say 14 Dogfish Head 60 minutes, which are about 7%, or a little bit higher than that. You try to drink 14 of those and you're not going to make it. So, Bud Light. Now, last week, we did Bud Light Platinum, which was utterly disgusting. Okay, just utterly disgusting. The week before, we did Miller High Life, champagne of beers. And yeah, now I know why my palate has changed so much from domestic beers to craft beers now. And I don't think I'll ever see myself going back. And I listened to someone the other day saying, well, when I run out of my craft beers, then I go for one of these domestic beers. I'm just thinking to myself, man, you're going to the bathroom a lot then, aren't you, in the middle of the night? So let's go ahead and crack this thing open. We don't need no bottle opener today. We haven't needed a bottle opener for the last 2 weeks of checking in these, or doing a review on these beers. Now, I did check it in. But I don't rate my beers now on these domestic beer. It's not fair to that because I already know what my opinion is of the beers here. So we're going to twist this top off here because we don't need a bottle opener because it is a domestic beer. Oh, look at that twist top. Sorry, with my craft beers, you definitely need a bottle opener. All right, so let's go ahead and pour this into our glass here. And let's see what we have here. Yep. You ever have those nights when you wake up and you drank too much and you didn't drink enough water and you go to the bathroom and it looks like this? That's because you thought you could use this as water. It didn't quite work out that way. You got to think, there are some barley malt and there's some rice in there. So, you do have an alcohol content, but yeah, look at this beer. I mean, it is like clear. I mean, I could probably read a book still with this beer if I needed something. Want to smell, Coney? You want to drink? No? Okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and taste this and let's see how this beer is today. Gosh darn, that's so much carbonation. So, in a review or in a comment, someone said, can we get a second swig of this? Okay, let's go for the second swig. God, so much carbonation. So it's very light. There is hardly any flavor to that beer. If you're mowing the lawn, if you're out at the beach, if you got some friends over, maybe that's the beer of choice for you. But again, it's just subpar. There's no flavor to it. It's just something you could just drink all day. And coming from another comment, someone said, you need to do this. Now, it's been a while since I've done this, except for when I do a beer mile. But when you do a beer mile, you're actually running, trying to beat somebody. And so we're going to do this today. Something new for the channel. Yes, you watched me drink the whole thing. God. Ooh, listen to all that foam. So anyway, be sure to like my channel. Be sure to subscribe. Tell your friends. Leave me a comment about the next subpar beer that you want to see me review. And maybe do that again. Oh, God, I just got so much built up in my freaking chest now. Ugh. Anyway, glad you joined me today for the Subpar Sunday with the Hophead Connisaur, along with Coney. Sorry, buddy, you didn't get to drink that today. It was all mine. Anyway, happy Sunday. Like my page, subscribe to it, tell your friends, give me comments.